sitting. That's that shit I don't like. I got high tolerance, so obvious I'm high. Now roll another one. Don't get tired. Matter of fact, roll one of mine. I'm loaded like this. Day and night. Matter of fact, I think it's in my life. Sipping mud like all the time. Thinking money like all the time. I can knock your girl off. Truth is, I don't have no time to entwine. I'm smoking, that's all I do. Well, the lie need it now. Never know when no doubt, I don't have a clue. Yeah, I work every fucking day. Need a half or an ounce when I get paid. Do this shit so much you think I got made to wait. I do a lot of burning in my car. Gotta get rid of all the paraphernalia. Though I'm not famous, I'm still living like a star. I'm burning back to the burner, sit on Mars. Yeah. You must be great. We pouring up drinks, smoking musket, baby. Ain't nobody around me bougie or shady. Everybody around me booted up crazy. You booting, we blazing. All look at us crazy. We smoking you up like we some Jamaicans. Do what we want like we some Freemasons. Going real wild like we rule a nation. Say he got birth, but don't mean I'ma feel it. I don't spend money with bitch ass niggas. I'm in the building, I'm rolling, I stick it. I'm gon' get high if I gotta blow 60. My feet with a plug, so we gon' stay with it. We just smoke up and like we live it. You just be talking, but it's gon' show. Under the table, you go when we smoke. I'm smoking, that's all I do. Well, the law need it now. Never know, I know tried, I don't have a clue. Yeah, I work every fucking day. Need a half or an ounce when I get paid. Do this shit so much you think I got made to wait. I do a lot of burning in my car. Gotta get rid of all the paraphernalia. Though I'm not famous, I'm still living like a star. I'm burning back to back and I'm trying to sit on Mars. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whoa there. You are tuned into the Burning Bush Show. It is June the 8th. You heard me? Hey, Juneteenth right around the corner. You dig? About 11 more days, man. It's going to be going down, and I'm going to be back in Louisiana. You heard me? So, on top, we hot, man. I am DJ Kane Cobra. I move slick, strike quick, hit your once, and it's over. And DJ, that's digital journalist, because I don't jock nothing.
Yeah.
You heard me? Say, I'm in this thing with the homie C. Homie C, man, what's happening with you, bro?
Say, bruh. Say, bruh. It's the homie C repping NWCLV.FM, man. As always, shout out to our sponsor, NWC Dispensary, Silver Black Cultivation, the only. Again, y'all, the only. One more time, the only 100% black-owned cultivation and dispensary in Nevada. So whenever you're in the city, whenever you're in the state, swing by, man. Good people, good prices, good product. Come shop with us. How you doing, man?
Shit, I'm all gravy, bro. What's happening with you, Ron?
Man, you already know it, brother. Good. Another day, another dollar. Trying to keep it moving, man. Got good things happening over at the cultivation. So, feel like a little kid coming with some of the stuff that's been going on, man. So, feeling good about that.
What you got popping, bro?
Man, just the way all this stuff been looking, dog.
What it look like, man? You keep listening to something.
Hey, look, the lab test been the lab 2 test been 100% passing on everything.
100% pass. What that mean?
That mean everything that we submitted for testing, nothing came back with any microbial, nothing was wrong with it. We can sell all of it. All of it.
Man, why that's some kind of big deal? Ain't y'all supposed to just pass?
I mean, you would hope so. That's what you aim to do, but that ain't always the game. Some stuff fail. You like microbials, mold, stuff like that.
I understand what a mold is, but what's a microbial?
Boy, I ain't no scientist. That's the stuff that you don't want in your weed.
All right.
Yeah, that's the stuff you
All
don't
right,
want.
all right.
Hey, we gonna come back with y'all with actually what a microbial is. I wasn't prepared for that question, but I do know
Man,
that
you
we
saying
test
all
for
these
it.
words, bro. You need to let me know what's down.
And I know we test for it, and it wasn't in there. So, and all the other stuff that we test for, everything looked good. It wasn't. It was just wasn't too wet, wasn't too dry. Everything looking good, everything smelling good, and again. 100% passing test on everything. So NWC Spencer
Keep
is finna
saying
be.
that. What's a good like a normal testing percent if 100% is something to say?
How many tests do we send? Anywhere between, well, it's all done in lots. So they come and grab 10 grams out of each lot, right?
So we had like about 23 what y'all call lots.
Yeah, that's the big bucket that all the different
Yeah,
strands.
you can
so,
have up to 5 pounds per lot.
There you go. So they come get the 10 grams out of all 23 of those and test them. Sometimes you may have companies that get 80% passing, depending on how many, however many they send. But with us, so we sent 23. All 23 of those tests passed to the point that we can put them on the shelf. So sometimes, say again, if we sent 23 in the past, we may have 17 pass. And the rest of them fail for various reasons. So the fact that you sending 23 of them things over there, all of them passing, you ain't got to worry about getting rid of nothing. You ain't got to worry about any money that you might have lost because you failed some tests. We can sell all this stuff. And it's all good, nice, quality product.
So what is that like with radiation or something? That's what y'all doing now?
This ain't radiated. It's organic. It's good. It's good. It ain't no illegal pesticides and none of that. I mean, they do sell and I think that's another subject that we're gonna talk about at a later date. The radiated I forgot what it is, but it's basically anything that fails, you can have it radiated and it kills all the germs. So at that point, it can be sold, but then you got people worried about what does the radiation do to it? Am I still gonna be getting all my flavor? Am I still gonna be getting all the terps? Is it still gonna
so the radiation that kill the microbials?
That kill everything.
Everything.
Yeah. That kill all the germs and
kill
all the
THC?
all the living organ. Yeah. That's another thing. Is the THC still gonna be as it should, like a high rated THC level?
I'm just saying, like, we don't radiate. I know
No,
we
we
don't
don't.
radiate
No.
over there. We don't radiate the cannabis that we do. And Frank Hawkins, the owner of the Silver Black Cultivation, it was a big thing for him not to radiate anything.
Yeah.
And there was times where I know personally we was failing almost the whole batch because of certain conditions in different rooms. We had a lot of equipment problems, and environment problems. But now, without radiation, we are getting 100%. And that's no microbials, no mold, none of that, none of the negative things that get you back down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it is a big thing, man. I just wanted you to talk about it a little bit more because I know, like, it has been a big thing for us to be able to get 100% to pass organically without using any radiation, sending it to a lab and having it radiated, which would cost extra money. So, that is a big thing, man. So congratulations, Hawk, Kenny the Cultivator, man.
Congratulations,
Hey,
fellas.
y'all keep
Good
up
job.
the good work out there,
You
bro.
doing good. A. But yeah, man, like I said, that's been happening over the past 2-3 tests, man. So we just trying to keep that momentum. Got some tests that about to go out or just went out.
About to go out tomorrow.
About to go out tomorrow. So hopefully by the end of the week we hear some more good stuff. We keep y'all tapped in. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let y'all know how it really break down. I let y'all know what it come back to as far as the testing. If it don't come back at 100, I'm still come back and keep it funky with y'all and still let y'all know what's available because we still gonna have some good stuff coming. Whether all of it passes, whether all of it, whether some of it fail or pass, but it's gonna be there. NWC Dispensary, Silver Black Cultivation. Make sure y'all go shop that. So. But yeah, man. Today we do got a nice little subject to go over, some current events, and I'm gonna definitely start it off the same way I always start off with a little bit of knowledge, man. I gotta catch my breath. Goodness gracious, that was a lot of talking, bruh. All right, here we go. Pinene. That's a terpene that you will see in a lot of strains. So let's talk about it. Some would say it's one of the most beloved and abundant terpenes in the cannabis world. It's exactly what it sounds like too. It's the terpene that's responsible for that fresh pine smell, like walking into like a dense forest. Think about like back at the crib, you from the country, bro. All them pine trees and shit. Well, dang, all them pine trees and stuff. Get a good big whiff of that. Just all that pine hitting you like some pine saw. Actually, we got a strain, bro. When I'm in there burping them and getting that cure right, I can't think of the name of it for the life of me, but it just smelled like pine, just busting you all in your nose, man. So there's two types of pinene. There's alpha pinene, and that's the most common, and then there's beta pinene. Both of them contribute to the woodsy, earthy aroma that you get from pinene. And it's not all about the scent when it comes to pinene. It actually affects your high and other therapeutic benefits. So another terpene that you want to have in your terpene arsenal if you are looking for health benefits. One, clear-headed high is known to promote mental clarity and focus. So that's going to help you counteract some of the short-term memory with THC. So if when you smoke you become an airhead, go ahead, get you something with some pinene. It's going to keep you a little more clear-headed. Anti-anxiety and uplifting. It provides more balanced, calm, yet energized experience. So it's definitely perfect for your daytime strains if you like to move around during the day, hiking, going to work, going to the gym, shopping, whatever you like to do. If daytime weed, some with some terpene in it, definitely going to do you some good. Also, respiratory benefits. It's also been shown to act as a bronchodilator. So what that means is it helps open up the airways. Although when you smoke it, there are obviously other factors and things that come into play, but it can help open up the airways. So respiratory benefits. It's found in some of your most common strains. Some of y'all favorite too, like Jack Air, Blue Dream, Trainwreck, OG Kush. Again, we got one over 2 or 3 over at NWC dispensary from Silver and Black Cultivation with pinene in it. Y'all don't crucify me for not knowing the name of my own product. It's just a few of them over there, so yeah, I'm drawing a blank right now. But we do got some with some pinene in it. And just so you know, in nature, pinene is not only found in cannabis. It's found in, obviously, like we said, the pine needles from the pine trees, rosemary, basil, even orange peels. So you might have some stuff in your house that's got some pinene in it. So whenever you pick up anything that's got that real piney or herbal note, when you smell it, that's that pinene right there. So again, that's another one that y'all might want to have in your terpene arsenal for medicinal purposes. Again, it will keep you clear-headed whenever you're smoking it. Also, if you can get terpene other than smoking it, if you can get pinene in your system other than smoking it, can help you open up them airways too. So maybe a nice air, one of those little scented oil things, something with some pinene in it. Kind of like I would think that Vicks Vapor Rub might have some pinene in it with the way that thing hit. Yeah.
That thing be hitting.
Yeah, so I would definitely think.
Activate in some kind of way.
Right, it's got that real piney.
It's gonna open you up and you
So yeah,
get whatever you looking for.
So that's pinene, man. So whenever y'all at y'all dispensary, if that's something that may benefit y'all, definitely check that out. Again, there's 2 types: alpha pinene and beta pinene. Both contribute to that. So yeah, check that out, man. You good back there, my boy?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is you gave me, but yeah.
Yeah. Sound like it's doing its job, my boy. Yeah, I like that. So, moving right on along to the next portion of the show, the current events. I got two on for today. Real quick, Texas set to expand medical cannabis program after passing THC ban. This one caught my eye because I did see that they did do the THC ban, trying to get rid of all the cannabis, the intoxicating hemp, the THCA and all that. So they just try to do a THC ban. But with this, they are set to expand medical cannabis programs. So Texas lawmakers are set to add chronic pain as a qualifying condition for the state's medical cannabis program, according to a state posted this week by the Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, saying he had reached an agreement on the issue with State Rep Tom Oliverson. The agreement comes after the House earlier this month voted 122-21 to advance a bill adding chronic pain and Crohn's disease to the Texas Compassionate Use Program, TCUP. And also, after the legislature last week approved a statewide ban on products containing any amount of THC or other cannabinoids except CBD or CBG. So yeah, but again, that was after they passed that ban on anything again that contains any amount of any THC, except for things that have the cannabinoids, CBD or CBG.
What state was that again?
Texas.
Poor bastards.
So it says we're expanding licenses for 3 current law to 12 and adding satellite locations in each public health region of the state for the first time ever. So I think, man, it just come back around to what we always be saying, man. They seeing what kind of money that they can get, and they just trying to figure out slowly how they can. I figure, man, with Texas being one of the biggest places in the South, once Texas go, then it's gonna be, like a wave. Everybody else just gone. Yeah, Texas, the South, and then I think it'll be like Georgia, then Alabama,
Louisiana right next door.
You feel me? Yeah, so I think once Texas go, then it'll just have a wave everywhere else. But I think they seeing how much money they is missing. Cause with like the THCA and the CBD stores and stuff like that, bro, they was just popping up everywhere, and these boys was getting way too much money off that THCA, boy. They was getting way too much money.
Yeah, they had that little loophole for a minute.
Yes, sir. Cause I'm talking, I forgot what interview I was watching. It was on First Smoke of the Day, and these boys in Texas, they had like stores, my boy. I think he had at least 10 of them things, and his pops was growing it. Hey, look, man, it was crazy, man. So that's something. It is a good thing because it's gonna help a lot of people. That's one of the good things about it. It's gonna help those people in need for chronic pain, Crohn's disease, and whatever else they have on that list of things. So that's a good thing that they doing that. But it's another look into another step towards legalization fully for them. So hopefully, man, and I like I've been saying since we started, in the next 5 years, we're going to see everything just start rolling over, I think. Because things be happening too fast. I mean, and the crazy thing is a lot of stuff get knocked back. You'll see one thing, all right, we're going to do this rescheduling. Then they push the scheduling back. We don't even know when they're going to do that now.
They just want to have a bunch of stuff on the table.
That's it. And then they did THC ban. But now they like, all right, well, for these folk, they can use it. So it's a give and take. So in the next 5 years, I think we're going to see majority of states be legal. So shout out to Texas, though, for that. Next one here. And this was something that I kind of talked about in one of the past. I think it was dealing with big pharma and talking about social equity. So Washington to issue new social equity cannabis licenses this summer. So Washington Cannabis Social Equity Program will begin accepting applications for 52 new retail social equity licenses this June, Inlander reports. The licensing period will be open from June 2nd to July 1st. So that's happening as we speak. So if anybody in Washington tuning into this, so y'all know anybody that's trying to get into the cannabis industry, so through social equity, make sure the enrollment is happening. Licensing period is happening right now. So I hope y'all done already had whatever y'all needed to have in, or start getting whatever y'all need to get in and do that. The social equity program was established by the lawmakers in 2020 to help address the inequality that has stemmed from cannabis prohibition policies. Officials awarded 45 licenses under the program in 2023. Those licenses, however, had previously been either forfeited or revoked. For the new licensing period, all of the 52 licenses will be new. Additionally, it will be the largest expansion of new licenses to the Washington cannabis industry since the state's adult use market launched over 10 years ago. Goodness, so it's saying previously the 45 licenses that were given in 2023, they either have been forfeited or revoked by now. Man, wait, look, hold on. Listen, officials awarded that's why it slowed me down, because that kind of threw me for a minute, bro. It said, I promise y'all, I can read. It said, officials awarded 45 licenses under the program in 2023. Those licenses, however, have been previously been either forfeited or revoked. For the new licensing period, all of the 52 licenses will be new.
So all the people who had them at first, none of them got them no more.
That's what it sounded like to you, right? Yeah. Okay. That's definitely what it sounded like to me, that officials awarded 45 licenses in 2023. Those licenses, however, have been previously been either forfeited or, man, look. I'm trying to figure out how that can happen. Again, y'all, I promise y'all I can read. And you got somebody else sitting here with me that's comprehending this the same way that I'm comprehending it. If all 45 of them that had theirs in 2023 lost theirs, I'm trying to figure out how that happened. That's 45. Wasn't nobody able to keep their?
None of them.
Not
none of them.
And I knew someone who had gotten a social equity licensing for consumption lounge, and I saw a lot of the not pushback, but some of the things she had to overcome for that, and it can be very difficult. Because you still got to find investors. You still got to come up with this money. You still got to apply for these things, certain things, and some of this stuff still take other money. So I understand how that could happen, but I'm just trying to figure out if that is what we think it is. Goodness gracious. But all 52 that's coming up right now is going to be brand new. So it ain't nothing that's going to be renewed to anybody that's already got these. Is going to be 52 new licenses for 52 new organizations to jump into the Washington cannabis industry through social equity. So that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. So y'all do whatever y'all got to do to make sure, if that's the route that y'all gonna go, get that paperwork done. It can be a long road, it can be a hard road, but stay 10 toes down, stay prayed up, put in that work. Find them investors, get that money, and make it happen. Because again, it's out there to be got. Man, That's banana.
It is crazy.
So that's the current events for today. That last part still got me kind of thrown because I'm trying to figure out again if I'm comprehending that the right way. Them 42 that had it, 45 that had it. What happened? Man, what happened? Jeez Louise. But anyway, shout out to Washington for that too, man. Y'all, like you said, get in how y'all fit in. Just get in and do it the right way. What do with my lighter, bro? I keep losing this thing, my boy. Hold on, y'all. Man, pay me your lighter, cuz.
Where yours at?
Because you know I'm going to keep it, huh? See?
There it is.
Ooh,
There
it was
it
in that
is.
secret pocket. Thank you.
Nah. I put it on widescreen so you can you can see more. Yeah, now you can see more. Now let's put it back onto the close up. There
That's
you
my
go.
guy right there. See, he be knowing how
Yeah,
it go
man.
down. Y'all,
You just
my
need a
bad.
little more wider view so you can see more.
Mm-hmm. There we go, y'all. We back in the action. I'm out of teaching mode now. We back into the meat potatoes of it. I'm gonna set my lighter right there so it don't come up missing and fall in this secret pocket that I got. So today, man, we gonna talk about a subject that we ain't never touched on this, but behind closed doors in the dispensary with being and Cap kind of put me on to this earlier, not earlier today, but earlier when we started doing this podcast thing, that we are influencers at this point. We some of the people that's pushing the narrative for cannabis. We some of the people that are putting the word out there, trying to get people more and more educated. So with that, we know cannabis. It used to be real risky to post anything weed related, a joint, a nug, even say we. It used to be real risky to do that online. Now, creators that they're landing brand deals, they getting these big contracts, they going viral on TikTok. They making careers out of just posting weed content, making millions.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Earth Smokes a Lot.
Hey, shout out to Earth Smokes a Lot, man. Shout out to Stoner Rob, because we're
Stoner Rob.
gonna talk about the entertainers,
He was
entertainers
the
and
influencers before it was influencing.
mm-hmm,
Before it was cool to be an influencer, Stoner Rob was a cannabis influencer.
So
And like he said, now you want to book him for a 420 event.
you got to do that for 2027, 2028.
It's like booking the A-list superstar.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we're gonna touch on this episode. How social media and the modern day cannabis influencer, my bad, changed the game. So how it went from taboo to trending. And as you see, if you look online on TikTok, you look on Instagram, Facebook, what is Twitter X now? It's plenty of cannabis influencers out there doing their thing. So we just gonna dive into that. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Just got a couple key points for y'all, just in case it is a few people that are tuning in that are trying to figure out what they can do. Is it something that you can do? Yeah, you can. You see people doing it all the time, man. So just figure out what it is that you want to do. Be creative and get out there and do it. Push that narrative for the cannabis community. So first segment that we're going to talk about, broken down here, how cannabis content went from hidden to hype. So we know before cannabis was legal, it was very low key, very underground. So people had to be very, very, very discreet, especially on platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You could potentially get your content demonetized or get it flagged. Earlier, people that were doing it, like you said, like people like Stoner Rob, they were doing like their day-to-days, those vlogs, streamer views. Used to see people doing like little hot box sessions, smoking it and whips. Like what's my boy from Cypress Hill? Be Real. He had the hot box. He may still be doing it. I remember catching on to that like a long time ago. So. And again, you got the stoner humor, people that tell jokes, do the funny skits around cannabis. So it was just a lot of homegrown, a lot of underground content. So you can imagine how it was kind of looking versus how things are looking nowadays. So what we're gonna be talking about, how legalization it didn't just change the laws, how it actually changed the aesthetic of cannabis and how people look at it, how companies are going to push it out to people. So it basically gave weed a makeover. And just overnight, cannabis, it wasn't just a stoner stereotype. It was wellness, it was fashion, luxury, lifestyle. It was cool. I think I said this before. Like, think of how with cigarettes back in the day, you used to see all them different cigarettes commercials and how glamorous it was. But I still think about the Camel commercials. Joe Camel, Joe Cool, whatever. I still think, the apparel he used to have, the Marlboro Man. You feel? It was so cool, bro. So that's how I look at cannabis nowadays, and to which way it's gonna be going as far as how companies are gonna be pushing it and using the influencers or using these platforms to push their brands. So platforms like Instagram and TikTok, they became spaces where like cannabis creators, they could connect and advocate and talk about cannabis, having those real conversations and actually see other people doing what they were doing. So also they were able to build those massive followings to get more eyes on themselves and more eyes on these brands. And that's when these brands started catching on. So it was still hard for them to navigate due to certain censorships, though. We all know how now you still get shadow banned and all that, but back then it was so many different laws as far as social media and cannabis goes that it was hard for people to thrive in that area, but people were still doing it. So moving on to that, we're going to touch on a little bit about the modern weed influencer. So who they are, kind of what they do, how they changing the game, and things that they kind of look at to push the narrative. So cannabis influencers today, they're a diverse bunch, man. Like, they look different, they sound different, they smell different. You got the ones that smell like weed, and you got the ones that smell like money. And and I mean, you kind of got to be at these events and around to kind of know what I mean. But they're very diverse. It's way beyond the dude, where's my bong stereotype that people think that it still is. Some actually they focus on wellness. They show us how helpful it can be with anxiety, sleep, skincare, even parenting. You got those pages on YouTube or on TikTok that you do see the moms tell you, I'm gonna go hit this bong before I go in here and fix this dinner, or as soon as I put these kids to sleep, did what I've been waiting for all day. And it's funny, man, and these are pages that have thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of pages making money because cannabis brands have seen them be open about their cannabis use and started sending them products, and then the contract started coming and then the money. So again, it definitely can happen. Some creators, they blend cannabis with yoga, breath work, crystals, herbalism. You got those healthy cannabis smokers. Like you said, the people that do yoga and smoking. I see classes pop up all the time with smoking yoga. I even seen some with smoking and working out. And obviously, you got your smoking and pain and shit like that. Well, I did it again. My bad. But yeah, man, it's different creators out here that's getting it in different avenues. You got the ones you got your educators. I think that's where we fall in at. So you got the ones that break down THC versus CBD, terpene effects, do product reviews, go over like the legal differences and stuff like that, current events. We try to bring clarity and authority to our already confusing industry. So that's what we fall. We fall in with the educators, and again, I do a lot of podcast watching. That's where I find a lot of my information, and I see a lot of different podcasts, and they all look different, and they all sound different, they all feel different. Just educating people on the plant. So the information is out there, just like books. We just gotta go find it. You want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. So it's on them podcasts that y'all like to look at, man. Get it how you gotta get it. And then you got like I said, the entertainers, your comedians, sketch artists, people that do reaction videos to just random videos, but they still smoking weed. They'll probably say this episode is sponsored by so and so, watching videos while they rolling up, watching videos while they smoking. Which that's crazy that people get paid off of just doing
product testing and all that.
Yeah. Again, I think that's real crazy that people can get paid from cannabis just by smoking a brand while I'm sitting there watching a reaction video that I'm about to get paid for, even if I wasn't smoking cannabis on this.
Right.
So,
they smoking the brand and they're promoting like another brand. Maybe the bong is made by a certain company too.
exactly.
So they cross branding. They're the influencer for cannabis. So all brands, different type of brands. Like, well, I want to give you this cannabis. I want to give you this wax. I want to give you this nug.
Just make
And
sure.
then I want to give you this pipe. I want to give you this bong. I want to give you these wraps.
Put it right here on the table so they can see it. Mention what it is.
Yeah, and let them know how you like it.
Yeah, for sure. Hey.
Shout out to my boy JC from Royal Blunts. You heard me?
Shout out JC, man. Hey.
Hey, man, Capion said, them sugar canes was rolling, bro. I need another couple cases. You heard me?
So, then you got people who they just document their real lifestyle with cannabis. And that's probably one of the coolest ones. This is me how I move throughout my day. But check this out. I'm gonna smoke. This is what I'm smoking. This is what I'm smoking
Don't
out
tell
of.
nobody, but this is really my regular day.
Yeah.
I wake up to one right there on the ashtray. It's a half of one from last night. Like, I really wake up like that.
You feel me? And that's probably I like that one because that's probably got to be one of the more organic ones. I mean, it's definitely some stuff that you can set up and have planned, but you actually get to see how a person really living and then see how they using cannabis. So it's a good way if you got a person that's like, if they could show some of those people's day-to-day that are in like the NBA that smoke weed and how productive they are and how much business they get done, but we still smoking, we still doing what we do. Man.
Hey, I know Beasley retired, but he just beat Lance Stevenson for the 1v1.
Still be the yeah.
He let him know, bro.
I smoke one before I go out there and smoke you, my boy.
Man, he was letting them know how hard he
Yeah.
smoked. He was like, boy, I'm gonna smoke before I come smoke you.
Oh, was that who was that again?
Michael Beasley.
Michael be the light skinned dude with the braids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
They
we were the
dreads
same.
and dreads
Yeah,
now,
what?
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, he been throwed though ever since K State.
Yeah.
He been throwed. He been throwed lefty, and yeah, he can take almost anybody 1-on-1.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be real dope whenever we're able to see that. Cause I mean, now you can see certain things when people celebrate. You can still see them with alcohol in their hands and things like that. But I think I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait till it's to the point where we can actually see them boys.
Burning one right now?
He burning one right now. You feel that, man? That's gonna be a sight to see. But again, you got people that just document they normal everyday life with cannabis, and again, they're making a living off of it. So
Hey, I think I want to try that.
don't that right?
I mean, I even work at a cultivation, so I work at a cultivation, got a cannabis podcast, and I go to cannabis events.
I mean,
Hey, do I qualify to be an influencer?
but I told you need your own camera, man.
Oh, I need my own.
Yeah, you gotta be on the forefront. You gotta be the star, like you are,
See, I'm gonna hit it
shining
with
bright
director's
like a
view.
diamond.
Hit him with director's view.
You
I can
feel
see
me?
both ways.
So
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
yeah. So what all these influencers have in common, man? They all build trust for the community, the plant, and for the industry itself. For brands, cannabis brands, they use these influencers to connect with certain niches in the communities in ways that traditional marketing just can't do it. Again, it's still not federally legal, so you won't see it on primetime TV. I hadn't looked in a magazine in a minute, but I don't think you'll see it in a magazine. If you come to Vegas, you'll see it on a billboard, but outside of states where it's legal, you won't see it on a billboard. So they use these cannabis influencers to get the word out. So, and they doing a good job at it. Because in a state where cannabis is legal, we see a lot of people that do cannabis influences, and we see a lot of cannabis influencing going on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and it's definitely being done. So these cannabis brands are tapping in to the influencers just like any other brand is tapping into the influencer. I don't. Would you say that it's cheaper than traditional marketing, or are some of these people actually getting a check for what they doing?
Both is probably cheaper though, because they can see exactly how many people that it follows that influencer, how many interact with them, and they know an exact number of people they're about to reach. When they put a commercial on the air,
They just pay for these certain spots, and you hope a lot of
you
people.
hope like they gonna tell you we reach our airwaves are out to 40 million people. Well, there's 40 million people in that area, but 40 million people are not listening to this station at the same time. Now, with these influencers, they can directly see, because you can send them the analytics, like, yeah, I have 20 million people who interact with me per month. And they're like, okay, this is in a direct niche, right? So those 20 million people are interacting with this influencer because they like the things this influencer is doing. They're into those same things.
They gonna hop on to whatever he pushing.
Right.
So if he wearing this, they gotta go get that. If he's smoking this, we gotta go get that.
Hey, this right here, if you thought what Cat Williams was talking about, no, that's not that right there. This is this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And now, hey, where's that right there? Well,
it's
at in Nevada Wellness Center in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, I got to get to Las Vegas, get to Nevada Wellness Center, and get this right here. Yeah. And you can actually go do that. Go holler at Steve, man. Steve, go have it. It's on the show right now.
It's on the show right now.
This right here, this is it. We ain't going back for my boys. We got all that.
Yeah, man. So
You hear me? So, yeah.
with all that said, man, the influencers they shape product launches, they shape reviews, they shape dispensary traffic. They shape how cannabis consumers, even cannabis people that are interested that aren't into it, they shape how they look at it, how they learn. So influencing is a big deal. It's not just social; it's economic. And again, these companies are seeing it. What we just talked about in the current event, these states they seeing how beneficial economically wise cannabis is. Next segment, with it being so influential, with cannabis being what it is, and with it being such a thriving market, it's still those blurred lines. So next segment we'll touch on how the rules are still a little blurry. So social media is still not playing fair with cannabis. Despite being able to see cannabis the way that we see it, despite it being so visible, cannabis influencers, they still face major platform restrictions and all the bull that come along with cannabis. Instagram and TikTok, they still have those vague rules around drug content. Even the legal pages, you still may see those guys get banned or blocked, or even the pages that are doing it, that are getting monetized, you still may see them get demonetized without any type of warning because of cannabis content. So again, shadow banning, blocking from search, stuff like that. Just because it's a cannabis page. The legal pages, the ones like hypothetically speaking, a stizzy, something like that, boom, they could just get shut down, which is crazy. With something like that, you got to learn how to roll with the punches. You got to learn how to shake and bake. You got to learn how to pivot. You got to learn how to adapt. So a lot of cannabis creators, they start using terms like plant medicine or the flower, just to avoid obvious consumption shots, or putting a disclaimer in their bios like 21 and older, or for educational use, nothing for sale, stuff like that, just so they try not to get flagged. Still happen, but if you can put stuff like that in your bio, it may help. Or whenever you're posting it, it just may help. What else? So, bottom line, the different social platforms, they're still punishing cannabis content, even in the states where it's legal. Like I said, it can just happen. You might have a page that's just been up and running just fine, and just because somebody got wind of it and they flagged it, it could be gone just like that. So with being a weed influencer, that means walking a legal digital tightrope every day when you post. I mean, you gotta be careful. I mean, what you post, even though it's still cannabis, you still gotta be careful what you post, how you post, stuff like that. Put those little things in there, 21 and up, not for sale, stuff like that, to try to help it stay out the way. But we walk that tightrope every day, and that's one of the things that we talk about with Smoking on the podcast. I mean, we can't have a good conversation about cannabis without cannabis, but we rather not. I'm not gonna do it. So if they knock us off, then we'll find other ways to get it to y'all. But we walk that fine line every time that we get on this show for y'all. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. And again, we're going to keep the good content coming, and we want to continue to have this conversation to remove the stigma from the plant that the good Lord so graciously placed on the earth for us. So last segment real quick that I want to get into, and then we're going to look at wrapping it up real quick. When culture meets commerce. So it's a fine line between authenticity and selling out. Just like with any game that you get into with the music industry, that's one of the things that people talk about. Like, you get people that are real, whatever authentic means, when they get into the game, and then they get into it, get they big deal, get the money and the houses and all they fame, they start switching up and they quote unquote sell out. Apparently you can do the same thing in the weed industry. So influencers, they're now part of the marketing strategy. So they get paid to promote for dispensary, brands of cannabis, vapes, edibles, new product lines, stuff like that. But some stay underground. They only support small business or BIPOC owned brands, black and indigenous people of color, if you didn't know. So you got people that only do that. Then you got some that they're earning those big name sponsorships, and they cross over into lifestyle, tech, and the fashion space. So that raises the question, man, like, with all this stuff that goes on within the weed industry with the influencers and what their values and what they stand for, the question, when does it stop being about community and start becoming commercial? Because, I mean, obviously, if this is what you do, you know what I'm saying, if weed is a big part of your life and you can get paid for it, I mean, would you not want to do that? But at the same time, how am I going to... Well, I guess before I ask that question, why are you quote unquote in the weed industry? You know what I'm saying? Like, is you just here for the money? Is you here to actually push the culture? You know what I'm saying? Push the narrative, remove the stigma. And that's one of the things you got to ask yourself. And then you ain't got to worry about selling out. Because if you were just here for the money to begin with, then that's all you going to, you know what I'm saying? So that's that's all I've been about in the first place. So I ain't never sold out. Y'all knew I was just trying to get this check in the cannabis industry. I like weed, and I want to get this money any way necessary to do it in the cannabis industry. I don't excuse my French, I don't give no fuck about selling out. But then, you know what I'm saying, if you get into it and you all what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just all for the culture, all the industry ain't what I'm trying to do. I'm doing it for the culture. I want to build a name for the culture. I want to teach. I want to, you know what I'm saying? If that's just if that's how you started it, and then you start just doing stuff that don't resonate with the culture. It don't resonate with teaching it. It don't resonate doing it for the people. It don't resonate doing it for the plant. You start doing that jump for the check. I guess at that point you did sell out. But some of the pros and cons that I did put down here as to that question. Some of the pros are influencers. They are helping normalize the cannabis plant. Again, the more and more we have this conversation, the more and more we can remove this stigma and have it on the forefront just like anything else. They reach people who might feel intimidated walking into a dispensary. Like I said, it's on social media. It's right there, tangible to anybody that's on social media. So they're seeing it, and then there's so much information that they can just get by being on social media, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, so forth and so on. They bring education, accessibility, and a personal touch to the weed culture. Some cons: the space is getting crowded and competitive. So just like anything else, man, you got to get in where you fit in, and you got to be creative with the way that you do stuff. You got to find your niche and do that and be consistent. Some creators are accused of chasing cash instead of being real. Again, man, is they selling out or is they doing it for the culture? Legacy and BIPOC voices, the people who built the culture, are still being pushed out of visibility. I mean, that's just with anything, man. You know they don't want to see a nigga in the door getting no bread like they were before. I mean, not for lack of better words, my bad. They don't though. Especially in an industry where they've been locking us up for it, and they see how much. I don't know, man, y'all. Because again, a lot of these tactics is just these old dope boy tactics. The way they,
The reason why they wanted to get in the game, it was too much money.
the way they doing this fashion, it's just like any streetwear fashion. You feel me? But at the same time, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. Moving right along. This tension reflects a bigger question in cannabis overall. Can we grow without selling out? And who gets to define what authentic looks like in a multi-billion-dollar space? And I guess that's what it boils down to, man. Like, and that's what I was saying. Like, what is it that you stand for? And real deal, who is it to judge what this shit stand for? You know what I'm saying?
I have to say me.
Me,
Who? Yeah, because I can say whether something real or fake.
yeah.
I come from where what I used to do, people called that real. Now I'm doing it legally, and I'm the one who call that real. And I can tell people like, "Hey, bro, it's too legal for me to do it a certain way."
Yeah, for
Straight
sure.
up, like, "Oh, it's too legal for me to do it a certain way," and they tell me that's real. So I figure like if a question come up whether what's real and what's not, I figure I could do some answering to that because I'm inside now, looking at it, looking like, bro, this how y'all play it, huh? And it's like a lot of they want they want the money from the streets, but they want the corporate mentality.
And they want it to look like the streets.
They
I
want
can't
the
hold.
money from the streets, but
They-
they want the corporate mentality of it. It's like
They want the way Master P now was soldiers, but they were dressed in suits.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
But we ain't got on no suits and we ain't trying to be presidents.
It's more like when the police caught somebody and it's looking like, man, how you got 2 boxes, which is a box is 100 pounds. Like, how you got 2 boxes in my city? Like, I need some of that money right there. Now they don't know the game of what it took for him to get to where you at. All they know is we got you where you at right now, and we finna get as much money off you as possible. And you finna just give it to us. No.
And that's and crazy thing, that's legally as well. I can imagine like how some of these legal states would treat a 100% black owned dispensary. Like how hard they gonna go on them when they come in and do these inspections.
And
How
that's Frank
hard-
Hawkins. Like he actually has beat them because of that type of thing in court
Mm-hmm.
at least twice.
I mean,
So yes, you.
he knows something.
Yeah.
That man knows
Why
something.
you think he's so strict on us?
That man knows something. So he different. But I'm talking about these people that don't know what he know.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
like we know one person that knows that firsthand.
For sure.
Firsthand. We like, man.
For sure.
Yeah, before I even started working at the cultivation, that's the type of stuff we was on. I was like, this is wild, bro. Like, it's something else. No matter how educated the brother is, they still gonna.
They still don't. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, man. Again, that just go those questions. How do you grow without selling out? And again, who gets to decide what's authentic? I mean, just stay as real as you can be to yourself and what you started out to do. And I get at any point, if you switch up from your original narrative, money, you done sold out to somebody somewhere. So stay real to yourself. To thine own self be true, good sir. Whatever that means to y'all. So as we close out, real quick, just a couple, just to recap, the cannabis industry, the cannabis space is growing fast, but it is still unpredictable. Again, with these different laws that's still in place for cannabis in the social space, is still growing and it's unpredictable. It can change each day. The cannabis creator, they're more than just trendsetters. They're cultural translators. Again, you got the wellness, the educators, the funny people, the people that just do it because that's their life, and you get to see them go viral doing that surrounded by cannabis. So that translates into millions and millions and millions of views, millions of people getting a better understanding, millions of people getting a view of how to do it safely, what to look for, what's cool to them, and what's new. So companies are jumping on with these cultural translators. They help redefine what weed looks like in the public. Again, the more and more we see it, the more and more non-sensitive people are to it. We don't have to whisper about it. We don't got to move out the way when we smoking. We ain't got to go in the corner. So they're putting it on the forefront and getting it out there to more people. So again, they help and redefine what it looked like to the public. It's cool now. It's in the in crowd. I'm telling you, when they start letting these celebrities and people push what's going on in this weed cannabis space, like we know that it's going on. Not when they get out of it. We definitely appreciate all the people that once they get out of those certain contracts, they start doing what they love and start talking about the plant, start talking about the wellness, start talking about the education and the way that they use it and the way that it helps with their wellness. All the NBA players, NFL players, any athlete, movie star, music person, act, whatever, man. We appreciate y'all for doing that and continuing to push the narrative. And hopefully one day we'll get y'all right on the couch so we can talk to y'all and get a look inside y'all world and see what that's been like for y'all and get a little bit of education from y'all, and we can educate y'all on some stuff. So y'all, somebody gonna see it, man. Y'all let them know, come holler at us. But that's what's going on, man. Again, it's becoming more and more a norm, and these influencers, they're helping redefine what it does look like to the public. But again, the internet is still a gatekeeper. You got censorship, the algorithm bias, inconsistent platform rules that keeps cannabis and cannabis creators, keeps them working harder than most your creators. Again, there's certain tags that they may have to put in the comments, hashtags, things like that, to not get tagged, put it in their profile to not get flagged. So got to keep us hustling and moving. So, and with that, cannabis content, it used to live in the shadows, but now ain't no shadows no more. It's like the daywalker. It's that vampire that walk during the day. Now you see us moving around. You see the cannabis industry shining brighter and brighter, and we continue to hear how it's moving and getting all this money, and there's different things happening with the funds that are coming from this industry. So it's a lot of things that are going on. But again, now again, it's front and center. It's got that spotlight. Still comes at a risk. We got to be careful. We as creators, we as cannabis users, We have to just stay real, stay rooted. Again, it's up to us what's authentic. Just stay real to yourself, and we ain't got to worry about nobody selling out. Stay loud. Keep doing what y'all do. Stay louder than ever. Keep pressing the narrative. Keep talking about it. Keep putting it in their face, man. Because again, there's a lot of dope brands out here, and it's a lot of good products out here. And keep putting it in their face, so again we can remove the stigma from the plant that the good Lord so graciously placed right here on this earth for us. So that's my closing for that, man. Shout out to all the weed influencers, man. If y'all know any weed influencers, if y'all any weed influencers are tapping into us, holler at us in our DM. Come on the show, talk to us, man. We're going to talk to y'all and see what that looks like for y'all, because it's a lot more than, what we talked about. We want to get some of y'all personal stories. So y'all come on the show, holler at us, man. Smoke one or two with us and have a good conversation, man. Capion.
What up?
My favorite part of the show, bro. What you smoking on, man?
Shit. Well, what you gave me?
Oh, I guess I should have asked myself what Capion was smoking on. Let's see. By a cultivation called Good Green. It's Brownie Scout.
Brownie Scouts?
Brownie Scout.
Hey, Brownie Scouts, they pretty fire.
Yeah. Good Green, man. I got that from Rise Dispensary, man. That's one of the only other dispensary I go to other than NWC, Rise in Henderson. So they got good people, good prices, good product. They ain't paying us, but y'all go shop with them, man. I fuck with them over there. My bad, I did it again. Sorry. But yeah, Brownie Scott, that's what Capion is smoking on. I got some Josie Wells, bro.
Oh, for sure. That's always one of our top brands.
Yeah, that's always gonna be the go to whenever the good pack is available. So good taste as always, good smell as always, breakdown, sticky, you feel me? So make sure y'all shop that NWC dispensary. Josie Wells, also known as Gorilla Glue number 4, if y'all didn't know. So tap in with that. Anything you want to say to these people before we get up out of here, good brother?
Shoot, man. I appreciate y'all joining us for, this June 8th edition of the Burning Bush Show Las Vegas, man. Be prepared for Juneteenth. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We all about that. Check us out, man, on social medias. Check us out on YouTube, you heard me? And check me out on the internet.
On the internet.
Capion, you heard me?
You got to close it out, my G. And I am.
Oh.
Yeah. Nah. Give me that.
And I am DJ Kane Cobra. I move slick, strike quick, hit your once and it's over. And DJ, that's digital journalist, because you heard me.
Thank you.
Off top,
We hot. And before I close out, man, I do want to take my time like I always do. Let me put that down before I fire it back up. I do gotta stop and thank the big God, because again, without him, we would not be here doing this show. Y'all wouldn't be here. This plan wouldn't be here. And yeah, man, y'all just stay 10 toes down, stay prayed up, and thank you, God, because again, we almost didn't have a show today, y'all. Wasn't nothing tragic, but all I'll say is y'all just stay true to yourself, whatever that may be. If you make a promise or a schedule to be somewhere, be there or reschedule, reach out, communicate, people. That's all I'm gonna say. I am the homie C. You can find me on Instagram at THAHOMIEC. Again, that's on Instagram. Facebook, it is my government. I ain't hard to find, so y'all just look for me. You can find me there. Like Cap said, man, make sure that y'all do follow us on Instagram. The Burning Bush Show _ Las Vegas. YouTube, you just search The Burning Bush Show Las Vegas. It'll pop up. Facebook coming soon. TikTok probably. We do got the merch. Y'all see what's happening, man. We got some merch for y'all. The summer's coming, so we do got some summer wear coming, so y'all stay tuned for that. Just DM us when y'all see it. Y'all size, we'll get you the price. Y'all seen some stuff that we've been rocking now. DM us, man. We'll get that to y'all. We want y'all show us some love. We'll show y'all some love. And again, we're gonna keep that good content coming to y'all. What else? Yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all. Wherever y'all watching it, man. Y'all keep watching. Keep pushing that narrative. Keep that conversation going, man. Keep tapping in with us. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Oh, one more time. We appreciate y'all. And we out of here. Peace. Oh, wherever you're watching it. Whether you're on the toilet, whether you're in the car, in the tub, on the couch, at work, whether you flaked out on somebody. Hey, man, keep watching. We appreciate y'all.
I'm smoking, that's all I do. Where the loud need it now. Never know in no drought, I don't have a clue. Yeah, I work every fucking day. Need a half or an ounce when I get paid. Do this shit so much you think I got major way. I do a lot of burning in my car. Gotta get rid of all the paraphernalia. No, I'm not famous, I'm still living like a star. Back to the blood, I see the Mars. Yeah.